You're watching Z Music Television, and this is the Brimstone Chronicles. I'm your host, Brian Bloomer, and in this next hour, we have Guardian as our special guest. All kinds of interviews, questions, answers, maybe even some guitar playing. We also have their two latest videos off the Buzz CD, Lead the Way, and This Old Man, very killer videos, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy them. And be sure to just stay tuned, because you never know who else is going to show up on this show. But to kick things off the Swing, Swang, Swung CD, this is The Way Home Back. Back on Brimstone Chronicles here with Guardian.
Welcome we're back.
Hey,
we are.
hey, they showed up.
Yeah, we just poofed. Yeah, showed up out of nowhere. I was hitchhiking.
Oh, I'm glad you found your way here.
Pick this man up.
Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Okay, I'm Tony, the guitar player.
I'm Jamie.
Hey, wait a minute, let's do this.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm Jamie, the singer.
I'm Carl, the drummer, and I have great rhythm, but we don't have too much rhythms right now.
We don't claim to be smart. And missing from this interview is David Bach, our bass player.
In
that rounds out
absentia.
Guardian. Yes.
For what reason?
Son's birthday, actually.
And he's never been home for it, right?
He's never
5
been
years he's missed his son's birthday.
So he said, I'm going to be home tonight, so that's cool.
So that's because he's been on tour.
That's
Yes.
right, we've been on tour that much. So,
Speaking of tours, what have you guys been doing lately?
touring.
that was
Where?
a good segue,
Hey.
Brian. That's really good.
No, we just got off the road. We for the Buzz record just came out here in the States and everything. So we went to Europe first and kind of got our act together and played over there for those folks, and came back here to the States. We've done a little over 2 weeks here. Getting ready to go right back out again this weekend and everything, and start from there again. Take a break for Christmas and hit it really hard in the spring. So that's going to be Buzz and Guardian for the next whoever knows how long.
So who have you been out on the road with?
Actually, on this trip, we took out a band called Imagine This. I think I've seen them on the Brimstone Chronicles before. A good, really nice, young, exciting band. Good guys, too. Jerks, but good guys.
So, hey, they said it, not me.
Hey.
So you guys are going to be running around America for the new year, is that right? You're not
Hopefully
going over
bussing around America.
Yeah,
But
yeah, we
no.
hope we're not running, but yeah, we'll be out this spring, and then we'll be out next fall too, on a fall bus tour too. So we're gonna do it upright and be hitting a lot of places and towns and cities and all the ones
Right.
you never hear of, like Liver Lips, Iowa, right?
Hey, I heard they have a huge arena there.
Good cheese fries in that place, too, yeah.
And what about Brazil? What's up with that?
What is up with that?
Hey.
Well, we're supposed to be going to Brazil the end of December, actually, right before Christmas. And they have some insane show there that about 80 to 100,000 people show up every year, so pretty crazy.
So I'm going to walk through the crowd and ask everybody if I could borrow $1.
That's right.
So
80 grand like
Wow,
that.
hey,
Yeah.
that quick. Tell us about the Lead the Way video.
No.
No?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's talk about something else.
All right.
let the video speak for
That's
itself.
right. We're artists. No, Steve Taylor produced this one, and Ben Pearson was a director of photography, and we just kind of let Steve go. He produced Buzz,
Right.
so and he really liked that track off the record, so we
You
thought,
wrote the
man,
lyrics of the track, too.
that's right. So, well, you had something to do with it. So,
Well.
anyways, as we went in,
You got to sing it.
yeah, so we went in and we just kind of let Steve do his own thing, just let him go, and the guy's out there, let me tell you.
Yeah, it's
so
pretty crazy.
we had a lot of different characters, a lot of different scenes set up, and there's some secret agents in there that we can't tell you who they are, but
We could, but you'd have to kill
okay,
it.
that's right.
That was Steve's answer about some other video. We talked to him when he was on the show. He's like, same answer. I'd have to kill you if I told you.
That's right.
He must be in like
we-
that
no, we-
secret stuff. He has all
Oh, that's right. It's
we
a
really
conspiracy.
believe
so like underground thing
We
with
really
Steve.
believe in justified death, so
Wow.
we take lives. Sorry, the band take lives.
So Lead the Way. Where's the video connect with the song? What kind of direction?
Figure it out, pal. Lead the way. Jesus is the way.
Okay. But where do the Boy Scouts come in? The Cub Scouts. That's
They
what I'm trying to-
represent America. They represent a youthful America. And then as they're representing America, all the people, the talk show hosts, the people that we're bombarded with on TV come in, and as the youth are enjoying playing behind Jamie or sitting by the campfire scene, the people like the talk show hosts and the assertiveness trainers and all those people come in and take those kids and throw them out and try and chum up with us. So actually what you're getting is it's all that junk on TV. That's kind of an anti-statement.
Wow. Well, here's some not so junk on TV. This is Guardian with Lead the Way. Back on Brimstone Chronicles here on Z Music Television with Guardian. Hey, great video, man. Great video.
Thanks.
We're in it.
We look good as the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, that was. Where did they find all the other people that look like you guys?
Oh, they brought in the stunt doubles.
Yeah.
Wow.
The
Stunt Guardian, there you go.
That was interesting. And I thought we were gonna play like what was that show on TV with all the people sitting up in the squares?
Oh, Hollywood Squares.
Hollywood Squares,
Yeah,
yeah.
Hollywood
Yeah.
Squares. Squares. Hollywood. Okay.
Well, we're squares. We know that.
It worked. It was a good video.
Thanks.
That came off, of course, Buzz, which is the latest album. And, of course, you had Steve working with you not only on the video, but the album.
Right.
And him by himself here was crazy. And, I mean, what was it like being confined in a room with him for however long it took to do the album?
Torture.
Yeah. It's
We were confined.
worst experience of my life.
Put it this way, as we were tracking, like I remember doing some guitar overdubs, and there was the tracking window, and I could just see Steve kind of, or even when we were cutting drums and stuff, you could see Steve going back and forth.
Pace.
Not pacing, like dancing. Once we got going, he'd see his big old head, and see his big old head going past the window on us.
Steve does get into it. He
Yeah,
dances around. And one night, we were doing a vocal, a late night for the Lions Den, actually, and stuff. And we're like listening to it, and Steve's like 3 a.m. We're kind of getting tired, and there's a foosball table set up, and Steve starts grabbing the foosball and like hitting me with it, like, come on, let's have some fun. Nothing like 3 a.m. getting hit by a foosball with Steve Taylor in the room. It's like
So he's pretty well respected, of course, in
in the foosball world. Yes.
Yeah, well, he's one of the top players.
You know.
But in the Christian music industry, he's well known for everything that he does. But what's some secret that we can share with the world that they don't know about him that he wouldn't tell us when he was on the show?
Okay, here's the best thing. We were mixing the record, and we were the very last day. We were fitting all the record together, getting the times and everything between the songs, and Steve was just wasted because he started working on the Newsboys, so he's kind of coming back and forth producing the Newsboys and finishing our record, and he was asleep on a couch, leaning back like this, and he was totally asleep, and his nose is so big that we were like sticking things up inside his nose while he was asleep, and he didn't even know it. I got my whole shoe in his nose, and he didn't even know it.
I can't believe it.
See that boot, man? That's a big one.
That's scary.
Yeah, so that's one thing you don't know about Steve.
And I can actually tell you this just from seeing Steve and everything. It's just how long he's been involved in Christian music. He's a great example. He's the real thing. I mean, just as he's been around so many years, he's not jaded, he's not burnt out. He still loves playing Christian music and loves to reach out and do what he does. And it's just really cool because a lot of people, after about 5 to 10 years, really just get kind of a sour attitude and everything is kind of, it's okay. But Steve's been a real good example to us.
Speaking of hanging in there, you guys the 4 of you have been together how long now? 6?
6
Yeah.
years. Going on 6 years. Yeah.
So what's been the thing that's kept you guys going? Because so many bands just drop
love
people
each other,
off.
man.
There's a lot of love in
each
this room.
other.
There's a lot of
I think just getting to know each other and know how everybody acts, and know everybody's low spot and high spot, and be able to, step away from the guy when maybe he's a little low, and get in his face when he's
Right.
doing
Keep him
good.
in line.
Yeah, but you know what? Just give everybody room too. I think.
Right.
Yeah.
When you guys started out, what was the first video the 4 of you did together?
Let's see.
Power
We
Love.
we
Power
put our
Love.
put our instruments and all sorts of stuff up on a bunch of big old wheels that
Oh, the spools.
Spools,
That's
yeah.
right.
and
Yeah.
just went crazy in a big warehouse. So that was cool.
That was actually, we climbed up a beanstalk and found Jack and the Beanstalk's excess spools of thread.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
They're
Really
giant
good.
spools
Yeah.
of thread.
See, this was in the day before we had all sorts of newfangled contraptions
Right.
like that. So
Yeah.
Well, from the Terminator stuff. But anyway, well, just look at this. Look how talented these guys in the control room are. Here's Power of Love from Guardian. That's Steve Taylor here on Brimstone Chronicles. And be sure to join us next week. We do have the official translation of that song, and I will be reading some of the lyrics so you guys out there will understand what he's saying. Now, I have to get this straight. You guys let that guy work on your album.
Scary thought.
we lost a bet.
Lost a bet. And the record company allowed for this.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I think it was a smart move because it's an awesome album.
Thanks.
And
We'll help you out with that speech and
his man. Okay. And the videos are great, of course. And next half hour we'll be seeing This Old Man, which is a really cool song.
Have you seen the video yet?
No, I have not seen
You're
the
gonna be
video.
scared, man. It's scary. It is scary.
So the week after Steve's explanation will be our explanation.
Explanation of that song, of that video.
Well, we'll be back more. Back on Brimstone Chronicles here on Z Music Television, another 30 minutes heading your way. We're going to kick things off this half hour with Guardian, talking about the change that's happened in music in the last few years, the attitudes that people have taken, the way rock producers are producing country now. No, we won't talk about that.
We could get into that.
We could, couldn't we? You guys, when you came out, like debuted in what, 87? With the first album, first one?
Actually,
89.
89.
Isn't that on your cheat sheet in there, bud?
No, actually, this ain't cheat sheet. You want to see what this is? It's a rundown. See, I got to know where I'm at. But music's definitely taken a big turn. I think even more so than just styles. I mean, it's still rock and roll, but the attitudes that people have taken and the direction that they're going with their lyrics and the whole lifestyle thing. I mean, that's changed big time. I mean, how has it impacted you guys and how you relate to people musically and lyrically?
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
we don't know. No.
Deep
Has something changed?
Something, I'd say.
No, are you talking about secular music has
Yeah.
changed? Yeah. Well, I think in the 80s, through that whole 80s, there was that really kind of benign, empty lyric. You know, let's party. You know, that whole vibe, and a lot of the lyrics were really kind of party, dumb lyrics. And then as they shifted in the 90s, everybody started getting real inward and painful, and just kind of unloading all their all the things, grief and everything that's happened. The only drag is that a lot of those people, man, they let everything out, but there's no answers. There's no, there's nothing pointing any way. It's just it's defeatist. It's just kind of empty. And so we haven't been a real like Bible study in a song kind of a band. We've never really been that way. We've always wrote more from the heart and more kind of street level lyrics. And this record, Buzz, I think. And especially working with Steve Taylor, because he's the one who really pushed us a lot, and we kind of had that going in, just to try and stretch out even more. So sometimes people don't understand what we're trying to do lyrically, because we aren't just like really simple Bible cliches in a song, but more like cryptic lyrics, descriptive, and dealing with different issues and stuff like that. But that's just the way we are. We've never just tried to be one way or the other. We just write what comes out.
Have you seen any change in the audience, in your listening audience, what they're dealing with, or maybe the way they're looking at life now as compared to a few years ago?
Yeah, they're being bombarded just like everybody else is. I mean, these kids go to their schools and stuff, and they're being offered drugs. Drugs have seemed to be glorified in the last few years more than they ever have, it seems like. And so they deal with it, and, and those kids are coming to us with their problems after our shows and stuff, wanting to talk to you. Hey, love the show, blah, blah, great song.
Right.
10 minutes later saying, man, you know what, man, it's like I'm starting to smoke pot and everything because all my friends are doing it and everything. We're getting a lot more stuff like that.
Yeah, kind of funny to me how a lot of the actors and everything, they'll wear their little red awareness ribbons or different things, but they'll go out and do movies and songs that promote the very thing that you would think the awareness would be against. But people need role models, and that's for sure. And you guys did a song a few years ago on Miracle Mile that I understand was like a conglomeration of different people that had an impact on your life.
Yeah.
And it came out as Shoeshine Johnny.
Right. Yeah, we just, Carl had an idea for music, and then it all kind of came together, and just a lot of ways that Guardian works a lot of time is, just whatever happens.
Right.
And so it was a conglomeration of people out of our past, godly people, and we just kind of summed it all up into one person.
Well, here they are. This is Guardian with Shoeshine Johnny. Back here on Brimstone Chronicles, that was Imagine This with God, and you guys did you just finish up with them, or are you going out with any more dates?
How we
with
get
them?
Jamie?
I turned
Carl.
into myself. We're going out with them, I think, on 3 other dates in December, so we're kind of hanging with them. They're good guys.
Well, that's
it's been a lot of fun hanging with them already.
And they can dance, let me tell you.
Yeah, that Rick on drums, he can dance.
He's a good dancer.
Watch this segue. Speaking of dates, Jamie had to leave because him and his wife are going on a date, so that's why Jamie's not here. And that was
Chumpy,
good.
man, chumpy.
Yeah,
That
he
was
just
really good.
Stepped out on us, man.
Is that on your list?
No.
Okay.
Let's talk about those pre-recorded guitar parts, Tony.
Oh!
Which ones are you exactly referring to?
The third and fifth harmony, but we'll talk about that later.
I haven't heard harmonies.
Man, it's stripped down, man. Live, it's stripped down. It's rock and roll. It's only me. Well, Jamie's playing guitar on some of the new stuff too. Imagine that.
So is he adding parts to? Is he playing along with some of the older songs, or just on the new?
Just mostly on the new stuff right now.
And you guys,
Since he wrote half of the
Pretty
new
cool,
stuff
yeah.
that's
on
cool.
guitar, he
Wow.
can sing and play guitar. What
It's
about
incredible. Stand in one place.
Right.
that? Well, he moves a little bit.
Does he? Yeah. Wouldn't want to throw him off. But you guys went to Paris for this album.
We.
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 What was that like?
It was cool. We shot all the cover shots and everything there, and it was great. We busted a
Had some baguettes.
yeah.
Some cafe au lait.
Was it just pictures, or did you guys actually?
Well, we
get
went
to play
there.
with
We
it?
played a small town. What was that called? I forget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something
somewhere
French.
somewhere south of France.
Oh,
Down
Toulouse.
There you go.
Toulouse.
Is that like another country?
No, man, it's right by Spain, so there's a lot of Spanish people that live there.
Wow. Yeah, I used to live in Rhoda, but never
Yeah.
France.
That was cool. So we went down there. We went to Germany and went to Belfast and got out of Belfast the day before they had another riot.
Check
So
it out.
Wow.
That was
got us
trippy
out.
going back to Germany, and then and the guy that was driving us around in Belfast was telling us, "Oh man, we've had peace for about a year. It's been really good." The next night in Germany, we're watching TV. They had
Everything blew up.
everything.
Wow.
They had a big problem right where we were driving by. So it's kind of weird when you're out about in different countries and seeing some of the things that go on.
Didn't you go to Amsterdam also? But
Don't,
that was
don't say that
say
to the
that.
to the customs people.
Yeah,
they
they
always
don't
stop
like
you.
that,
Long
man.
hair guys from Amsterdam.
they
coming out
stop
of-
short hair guys. These guys all walked by last
Well,
time. and
Carl goes, "I just came in from
the
Amsterdam."
guy goes, "Do you take any pot?" I go, "No, sir."
So
was funny.
what was the deal with the radio over there?
Oh, they have Christian radio. Holland is considered a Christian country, so they have to devote an hour every night at prime time, like 7
Right,
o'clock,
1 hour.
to Christian programming.
But it's a
So-
national radio thing, so
National.
they only have like three stations or something like that. So they just segue everything together. You know, they
And there's
work.
Guardian songs playing
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
Holland.
Yeah,
actually.
sure.
Yeah, and people understand the lyrics too.
Wow.
They
Oh,
do speak English over there.
Yeah,
Pretty
a lot of European countries do. I know that.
And to all you Dutch people, dank je wel.
Yes,
That means thank you.
Yeah.
well, that's cool. And going back an album, you did a song that was like real personal for you, Tony, and that was "See You in Heaven." What's the story behind that?
I just went out to write songs, and I was working on a bunch of other ones, and all of a sudden, I kind of ran out of ideas, so I tried to write something new, and bam, that song just came out. I started crying. It was about 1 in the morning, just a really strange experience, to be totally normal state of mind, and all of a sudden this thing hits you. And so I just wrote about my mom dying, of cancer.
Right.
When I was 11 years old, a long time ago. It's strange to feel all those emotions come back, but it's been a good song for us, and really, God has really used it, to minister to people. So
Well, that's cool. Here's the video to that song, this Guardian with "See You in Heaven." Back on Brimstone Chronicles, here with Guardian. Make sure you stay tuned because in just about 3 minutes, we'll be into the new video, "This Old Man," which is, they say, haunting. Was that the word you used? Or scary?
Gets you down deep, so it's pretty cool.
At this moment of recording, I have not seen this video, so it will be a surprise to me too. So I'm not responsible for what
get the
happens in
smelling
the video.
salts. Get the smell. You may pass out.
Now, that song there, we'll get into in a second what it's all about. But what other topics are covered on Buzz? What other subjects do you deal with?
Lead the Way is, like we said, about, all the stuff on TV, State of Mind.
Yeah.
State of Mind's about being depressed, actually, a Christian that's depressed, which happens a lot. We go up and down, and taking basically from the Psalms, how David's talking about being bummed out. And
Or you can keep your word, just about your commitment and just
Right.
hanging in there. with
commitment in a
others.
love marriage relationship.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Deep stuff on
What
the
about Lion's Den?
Lion's Den, a weird Steve Taylor lyric,
Yeah.
just about sticking out your Christianity and being tough in the face of adversity. And the lions take on the form of adversity, kind of like Daniel in the lion's den. So he's using that in a modern day allegory. Big words for rock
Yeah.
band allegory.
Steve's a big man.
Now, one song that really had impact on me from the composition of the music and how it worked with the lyrics was "Hand of the Father." And what's the angle of that song?
That's weird because Jamie came up with that song and just the music, and Dave, our bass player, lives in Franklin, Tennessee, where they had the Battle of
Civil
Franklin,
War.
real Civil War. So he's read literally 15 books on the subject,
Right.
Civil War, and so it was just swimming in his mind. So we just kind of did a song about a Civil War person being shot in dying and kind of thinking about life and the different things that have gone on, and actually taking the hand of the Father as he crosses over because he was a Christian. But just kind of weird, you know, we just, like I said, a lot of the stuff isn't planned. We just...
Just happens.
Yeah, it just comes out.
Especially
so.
with Dave being in that situation with deep into the Civil War at the time, you know.
Right.
But then we just took it, and it made sense with the song, the music, and everything. So
We thought it would either
pretty
be
cool.
genius or ridiculous,
Yeah.
so we don't know which it is yet.
The string section, everything just makes it sound
Right.
huge.
It's cinematic in its
Yes.
scope, no
plus
doubt.
those killer guitar tones, Tony.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
They're
back
The
to
ones,
those
the,
again.
the pre-recorded tracks that I
Yes.
use from our...
Yeah.
It'll sound the same no matter where you go.
That's right.
But on this video we have coming up, This Old Man, what's the angle of that song?
It's the old sin nature that's supposed to die in us, that does die when we accept Christ, but that old sin nature wants to keep rising up. And there's an old man in here done in old-time theatrical silent movie makeup who symbolizes the old man continuing to come back and to haunt us. And that's what it's about. It's kind of scary.
Yeah.
First time I saw it, I went, whoa!
Well, with no further ado, this is Guardian with This Old Man. Back here on Brimstone Chronicles, this hour we've been joined by Guardian. If you want to write to us at Brimstone, or you want to write to Guardian, we'll get the letters to them. You can write to us at Brimstone Chronicles, 2806 Opryland Drive, Nashville, Tennessee, 37214. I want to thank you guys for joining us as we go out with some lounge music. And
It is. We're
He carries a guitar everywhere
Yeah.
he goes,
You know,
man. It
that's-
just shows
that's
up.
cool. Well, the new album's Buzz.
right.
People can see you out on the road all across America at huge arenas in little towns, right?
Yep.
Well, that's cool. Anything in closing you want to let people know about, or?
Thank you.
Thanks for letting us
Thanks.
come
Thanks
here.
for the support of all the years.
Make a little noise.
And they
have
can
a
buy the
fun.
album? And that'd
Yeah.
be good support.
Buzz, yeah, it'd be cool.
Tell
Buy
your friends about it.
millions.
Yeah.
Millions and millions of them.
Request a video.
Yes.
And let us know what you think. Let them know. Make sure you go out and see them when they come to your town. And buy the album, Buzz, by Guardian.
Let's dance, Carl.
Let's-